I'm Eric D'Amato.
I am Matt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Mindbreakers.
We got aliens for you.
Oh, wait.
No, not the movie Aliens.
Damn.
I don't like the movie Aliens, but Alien I like. Just I don't like the sequel so much.
Understandable.
I don't like Newt. Newt ruins the movie for me. She's such a bad... I know it's not fair to criticize a kid for not being a good actor, but when they're in so much of the movie...
I feel.
Also, I don't think Alien works so well for action.
It's a bit weird.
This is the thing where if you cut it, its blood is acid that'll eat basically through a ship's hull, and you're just shooting them.
It's true.
I was not expecting to be dunking on aliens today. We have a British alien movie.
Oh, a British alien movie, huh?
It's called Xtro from 1982, rated R.
Alright, so this is 80s. I'm expecting Xtro to be spelled with an X, and not EX, of course.
No, that's more of a 90s thing.
True. That's true.
Because it would be extreme!
Because it would be extreme, you're right.
An alien creature impregnates a woman who gives birth to a man that was abducted by aliens 3 years ago. The man reconnects with his wife and son for a sinister purpose.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like that plot synopsis worked backwards almost.
Well, we'll certainly see, won't we?
I don't know, that was a weird, I'm hooked. I want to watch it now.
It is British, so I don't know what to expect from that.
Have we covered many British films?
We did Asylum, which was like, it was a creep show style thing from the 80s, like it's an anthology film. Yeah. That was pretty good. Mostly my personal experience with British movies is a lot, but British horror movies is like the Hammer films.
Yeah.
I watched Threads, which is probably the single most depressing film I've ever seen in my life. I do not recommend it.
Jesus Christ.
It involves nuclear war. I don't watch it. Don't watch it. Time Bandits was really good.
Time Bandits is fun.
The Adventures of Baron Munchausen was British. Both by Terry Gilliam, oddly enough. Zardoz was British.
Oh.
Yeah, less said about Zardoz, the better.
I'm interested in Xtro. That plot synopsis has got me going, so...
Krull was British.
Krull was British, that's true.
I mean... we don't really have a whole lot of British, because the British aren't really known for making schlock.
Yeah, true.
Is the thing.
Very true.
I'm just looking for any other British things we may have watched.
Man, I'm just remembering Krull.
Krull was a good time.
What a good time that was.
I already mentioned Asylum. We have a lot of Italian horror, a lot of American horror.
Oh, yeah.
Lair the White Worm was Scottish.
Huh.
And that was a fun one.
I can't really think of anything else. At least that you and me have talked about.
I'm almost through what we've already seen. It's looking like not a whole lot.
Hey, more to add to the pile is always good.
Yeah. And hell, I got something planned further down the line for a double feature that's going to be British.
Ooh.
You ever heard of Tales from the Crypt?
Of course I have.
You ever hear of Vault of Horror?
Yes.
Both of those got movies back in the 70s.
Really?
From the same company, yeah.
Interesting.
And actually, before we get into Xtro, before we show you the trailer, then talk about the movie, there's actually out now. This is current. Should be still available by the time this comes out. But they are reprinting. Dark Horse is reprinting the original issues of all of the EC anthology stuff, including of special interest to me, and hopefully y'all, if you have the same horror tastes as I do, Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, and Haunt of Fear.
Really?
They're reprinting them like 6 issues a pop, and comic issues were way longer back then.
Yeah.
They're reprinting all the old 50s stuff. This is pre-comic code stuff. And like each book is like 26 a pop.
Wow.
So yeah, should be a more out when this comes out that are out now, but yeah, give it a look.
I didn't even know they were doing that.
Find them at Indigo, probably. Find them at local comic book shops. If they don't, ask the person who works at the comic book shop if he or she can pre-order them for you.
That's dope. Yeah, definitely check those out.
Definitely
I'm going to have to
check
look at those.
Yeah, you should also obviously check those out. I'd recommend Indigo.
Indigo is always my go-to for books and stuff.
Indigo, or I think it's called Omnibus. Yeah, Omnibus Comics at McDonald's.
Yes. That's
Very
also a good place.
Very good place to go. Well, without further ado, Xtro.
Xtro!
Tony's father has been away a long time. Now, he's coming home. Xtro has returned. Once a man, he is now something more than human. Indestructible, ever-changing, evil. His mission, to avenge, to possess, to destroy.
Why did you come back?
I came back for you. If you think hard about something, you can make it happen. Use it when you need it.
Xtro. Some extraterrestrials aren't friendly. From New Line Cinema.
Well, fitting for British horror, that was bleak as hell.
It was so fucking depressing at moments. What a movie.
So, we begin with a kid playing with his dad.
As, you know, most movies that are going to end up fucking horribly depressed start as.
And they're playing at this, like, British cottage. And then there's a flash of light, and the dad's abducted by aliens.
Yeah, straight out of the gate. Just whoop, up into the sky he goes. Movie starting off strong, let me tell you.
Then, I think it's like 3 years later.
Yeah, it's 3 years later, I'm pretty sure.
There's something lands in the woods.
Can you guess what it is?
Is it pie?
No, but now I want it to be pie.
I want some pie.
Can we have like a mutant pie creature from space? Is that a thing yet?
Probably. I just want pie.
Probably.
Like, because they make really good pies in England.
They do.
Like, they went into meat pies and said as strong as North America went into, like, burgers.
That's very true.
So they got some really good stuff. So yeah, aliens, really cool aliens, got legs bent the wrong way.
Yeah. Got some neat effects in this movie, too, I must say.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, for like what is it, 82? It's got some pretty neat stuff in it. The alien design, too, I think is just freakishly horrifying. But that comes like a tiny little bit later.
But this thing, it kills some people who were out driving after they hit it with their car.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Melts one of their faces off.
And then it goes into like a nearby cottage, right?
Goes into a nearby cottage.
It just attacks the woman living there.
Attacks the woman, dies, but it injected something into her. And then we get a really, really unpleasant unpleasant scene.
Oh, are you talking about the scene where after she wakes up or whatever?
Well, she clearly doesn't feel good, and then there's some growing and expanding, which I think a certain section of the internet, which I choose not to associate with, would quite like.
Yeah.
And then the dad emerges.
Yep.
And
he just kind of washes himself off, and off he goes.
Steals the clothes of the guy he murdered as an alien.
Yeah, it was
And he calls his apartment, where his wife's apartment.
Oh yeah.
Where his wife is living with his son. Well, his ex-wife is living with his son and her American boyfriend.
Is he American?
Very much by the sound of his voice.
Yeah, she kind of like started a whole new life because husband got abducted by aliens.
Yeah, but she chooses to believe he just ran out on him.
I mean, I kind of get it.
Tommy's a weird kid already. He wakes up covered in blood.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He has a pet snake.
Yep.
And he has this like army man, G.I. Joe, who he just shoots people with.
At the breakfast table, even.
He's allowed to take this thing to school. I remember when I was that age, I was not allowed to take my Max Steel figures to school.
I couldn't even bring fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards to school.
I once brought a Hobgoblin action figure to school and played with it in my desk, and no one
Hell
knew.
yeah. I think we've all done that.
What, brought Hobgoblin?
Well, I mean, not specifically Hobgoblin, but brought a toy.
Yeah.
Just kind of fucked around with it. Yeah, so, mom's kind of living a new life with this new photographer, I think, boyfriend. Tommy's being a little shit.
He is a little shit. I don't like Tommy.
I don't like Tommy. There's the babysitter also.
Yeah, she's French and she lives with them.
Yeah, what's her name? Like Annalise or something
Annalise.
like that?
I'm not sure what I think about Annalise.
I think she's fine.
I don't think I approve of... Like, yeah, obviously go out and have your relationships, but don't bring your boyfriend to the house of the people you work for.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to be watching The Little Sociopath.
And he is a little sociopath. This kid is not,
even before he becomes an alien?
Oh, yeah, he's still kind of a weird little shit, even before he becomes part of the bind. So yeah, life's kind of going, and then,
he goes to school, like, hey, where's my kid? Oh yeah, his dad picked him up.
His what?
His what now? His dad. No, that can't be right.
Surprise, surprise, Sam's back, bitches.
But hey, he shows he's acting like a person. So that's
mean, yeah, and he does kind of show like sympathy for like leaving for so long. And his wife is kind of understandably pissed off at first.
But she starts to warm up to him.
I mean, it's her ex-husband,
Obviously, new husband doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
But for a lot of the movie, you're like, kind of until the weird shit starts happening. Kind of like, oh, maybe this is on the level. Maybe I'm pulling for this guy. I'm pulling for this guy and his kid.
Like, you know what? If you didn't just see him fucking burst out of a woman's stomach, you'd root for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's actually a pretty down to earth kind of guy. Like he just wants to take care of his kid. Yeah. I'm applauding myself for that. That wasn't even intentional. I like that.
So he's staying at the house in the flat. On the couch.
Like, weird that her new boyfriend said okay to that.
I think it'd be weird to have to sleep on the couch in your own apartment.
Oh, I mean, just just him staying there. Period is like a.
I mean, technically, it's still legally his apartment.
That's fair.
I think it's funny that the guy who's living with them in their apartment thinks he can decide who gets to stay in the apartment.
Yeah, that's that's fair. That's fair points. Like
what you're gonna, for example, move in. Let's say you move in with your girlfriend. And then she's like, "My brother's coming to stay with us," and you say, like, you can't say no.
No, because it's her apartment.
Yeah, it's her apartment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he also can't remember anything. It's like a key thing with him. He doesn't know why he was gone for like 3 years or whatever.
He says.
Well, that's what he says. We know the reason.
Because,
The aliens.
as he tells Tommy, they changed me so I could live with them. I'm an alien, and you're an alien too, Harry.
And Tommy sure does. Tony does sure become an alien, all right.
But first, wakes up in the middle of the night and sees his dad eating his snake's eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit weird, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit weird.
Yeah, a little. There's a little.
And he also like killed his snake later, or did I make that up?
Someone else kills the snake.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
But he teaches him about alien powers.
Right.
And infects him with alien.
He sure does.
And then he has psychic powers.
Fuck yeah.
The wife... let's just bring up some names here.
I also cannot remember...
The dad is Sam. The husband,
Yeah.
the boyfriend is Joe.
Joe. Rachel?
Rachel, yeah.
Rachel.
Rachel finds a picture of the woman he killed, who is the wife of the guy who he also killed and is wearing the clothes of.
Yeah.
In his jacket pocket. It's like, who's this?
Uh-oh.
No one. I don't know. And it gets a little awkward there.
Yeah, and then she just kind of goes, okay, well, whatever. Weird. I kind of root for Rachel a little bit in this movie.
Mm.
I mean, she's going through a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking missing husband just comes back after like 3 years. Tony's a little shit.
So
And now he's got psychic powers.
So we also meet one of the weirder characters.
Oh, is it the neighbor?
Oh, yeah, we meet the neighbor. And the snake does come through her ceiling.
Yes.
Lands in her salad, and so she murders it with a meat tenderizer.
Yep.
I'd have scooped it out, and then she puts it in a sack with all the blood.
Yeah.
And so Tommy will have his revenge.
Oh, yeah.
And he sends his British action man downstairs to murder her.
Sure does.
With the bayonet.
And if I remember correctly, right, it doesn't, like, grow in size, right? It's still just the toy size.
No, it grows in size.
It does, okay.
This isn't demonic toys. This is better than demonic toys.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you just, because she hides in, like, a little, like, drawer thing, or...
She hides under a chair.
Yeah, that's it, and he just goes, okay, and stabs.
Well, she knocked over, in her escape, she knocked over some chocolates. And
Damn.
then she reaches out to grab one of the chocolates. Because she's
Oh,
very stupid.
Yeah, so why would you do that?
Then he bayonets the chair.
Sure does.
Even though I think this gun can fire... I know
Maybe?
when it's a toy, he shoots something with it. Like, I think it's a cap gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know there was back in, like, the 80s or 90s, there was a Punisher action figure that could actually shoot. It had a cap gun.
Oh my god.
And they got fucking banned so fucking quickly.
Yeah.
Like, they made it, and everyone was like, oh, no.
Maybe don't do that.
And then there was another Punisher action figure that got banned.
Jesus Christ.
Because it was, remember the Marvel shapeshifters?
Vaguely, but yes.
That were almost Transformers. Like, there's Venom that turned into a Hydra, and Spider-Man that turned into a spider kind of stuff.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah.
Well, there was a Punisher that turned into a gun, because what the fuck else would he turn into?
I was going to ask if he transformed into a gun.
He is their Megatron. But they all had a place where they could attach a missile launcher.
What?
Well, in either form, they attach a missile launcher. Like Venom, you could hook it onto his arm, kind of thing.
So where do you put a missile launcher on a gun?
In his human form, it was on his crotch. So he got banned.
Punisher's had a rough life, huh?
He really has.
That poor fucking franchise, man.
His first movie was unrecognizable. Then there's the Tom Jane one, which everyone except for me hates. I love that movie. It's fun.
I like the Tom Jane one.
I like
thought
the
it was
Russian.
fun.
The Russian is cool.
Yeah.
Freaking Ladonai Mobile needs to be in more boss fights.
Hell yeah. Oh, Christ.
So she murdered she gets murdered by the toy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Annalise comes over. This is while Joe's doing work and doing some investigation. Rachel goes to investigate the cottage.
Yeah, I was saying she goes with Sam, I think.
And she goes with Sam to go to the cottage, and they do end up sleeping together.
I mean, you know.
But while this is going on, Tommy, he doesn't like Annalise bringing her boyfriend over, and understandable. So he has his miniature Tim Curry clown knock her out and help him turn her into a egg machine.
Remember how we said this
which they put in a fridge full of an upside down a fridge knocked over on its back full of pudding. They put the eggs in there, I think, and
so remember at the beginning when we said this movie's like really good till it gets really confusing.
Mm-hmm.
We're there. Because I don't know what the fuck happens at the end of this movie, other than the depressing shit.
So
that's
happening.
She's just an egg thing now, I guess.
The boyfriend doesn't question this. He leaves the house and never comes back.
Yeah, I mean, he escaped a really bad scenario.
Or he got killed by the clown. Who knows?
I like the idea that he. Oh wait, no! Doesn't he die by a fucking panther or something?
Oh yeah, he gets killed by a panther. I forgot about the panther.
Like that just unlocked in my mind. He get fucking like mauled by a goddamn panther or something.
Yeah.
Why is there a panther? Who knows?
Oh, there's a decorative panther, and the kid brought it to life with his magic.
That's right.
Because I guess freaking wizards and aliens are the same thing now.
Yeah. But yeah, Sam and Rachel are, getting back together again.
And then Joe shows up and like, you killed these people. And he's like, yes, I'm an alien. Rawr, I have fangs now. And then there's a chase.
They fucking kill Joe with a screech.
Yeah, he makes Joe's ears bleed and probably kills him with his. And
fucking weird movie.
I almost went Miss Fowl there. Ugh, look, ya. Ugh, look, ya. Ooh, caribou! There's a 10-hour version of that as a song.
Of course there is.
I made it about 2 hours. I had stuff to do. Look, ya. Look, ya. Ooh, caribou.
What a show.
Look, ya. Look, ya.
Alright, so let's see. In this video, we got aliens. We had a bunch of British stuff that we talked about.
Clowns.
Meat pies, clowns, panthers, toy soldiers, and now Jimmy Neutron references. I think this episode's a pretty banging one. I gotta tell you.
Well, you see, in this, because Tommy shows up and he goes with his alien dad, and he's turning into an alien himself, and he flies to the stars to buy candy bars. He's a kid with a knack for adventure. A super-powered mind.
He probably has a mechanical canine.
He rescues the day from sure destruction. This is the theme song of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh my god.
Hugh Neutron is life.
If that Hugh Neutron, I truly believe, is one of the greatest characters ever created in fiction.
He is a man who has achieved inner peace.
That is a man who found, like you said, inner peace and just is happy with life. Yeah. And I hope to be like him one day.
Look at all this pie. I will live.
It's when he thinks he's alone, right?
Yeah, when he thinks he's the Omega. I love that they're off on vacation and he just thinks he's the Omega Man.
It's such a good show. God damn. I gotta rewatch that. I gotta watch some of those good episodes again.
They're all good episodes.
They're all good episodes.
Except, oddly enough, any of the ones that bring back the frickin' egg people.
Yeah. I always thought that was weird.
They're not that interesting.
I get having them for the movie, right? Because, it's the movie. It's fine. But, yeah, they kept bringing them back. And I don't know why.
Also, I hate to say it, but the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour kind of is weak.
Yeah.
Because, Fairly Odd Parents isn't that good.
I think
Sorry, wasn't that good. It's, so much worse now.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Butch, what happened to you?
I don't know.
Butch, why?
Butch, why?
Oaxis, Butch. Why? We need to talk about Oaxis, Butch.
We gotta talk about a lot of things, Butch. Holy shit. Fucking Tony and Sam are aliens now.
Yeah, they go
to space.
Of course they do.
Rachel's kind of bummed out about it, as you would be.
She goes home. The panther doesn't kill her.
No. But she does see a panther.
Oh, she does call home.
Does she?
And she asks the superintendent to check in on the house. Maybe check to see if anyone's there. And while he's on the phone, we see on his wall he has a framed black and white photo of Joseph Stalin.
We almost forgot to talk about the Stalin.
We almost forgot to talk about Stalin. And the thing is, he's not a communist. There's nothing about his character which suggests he's a communist. There is no reason in the movie for there to be a picture of Joseph fucking Stalin on his wall. But there is.
I didn't notice it at first, and then Merrick brought it up, and I was like, what? I went back and watched the scene, and sure enough, it was there. It's so confusing as to why it's there. What the fuck?
He goes in the elevator. He checks. The panther's like, what? And the panther doesn't get him. I think the clown murders him. Yeah, the clown jumps is like ninja at the top of the elevator. And the clown jumps down on him and kills him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Rachel gets home to find the eggs in the fridge. The pudding. And then one jumps out, a grabber tentacle from Graboids jumps out of one, latches onto her mouth, and the movie's over.
Yep.
And that was Xtro.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how valid this is, but I was just looking up some stuff on the movie.
Yo.
And apparently there's an alternate ending to this movie.
Oh, do tell.
It's apparently in the alternate ending, she still, comes back, right, to home or whatever. And apparently in the apartment, there's all the eggs and stuff, but they're all, clones of her son. And then, one of the clones talks to her, and now she's just pregnant with Sam's other kid. And then the movie ends. I prefer the one we got. But that was apparently a thing. I don't know how... I don't know how real that is, but...
This movie does have a sequel.
Oh, Christ.
It doesn't seem to have any connection.
Great.
I think we might be in for another curse. Well, at least it's also aliens, unlike the Curse movies.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very true. Xtro 2, don't say the second one. Oh, the second encounter. Okay, good. Interesting.
Anyway, next week, we will be watching the greatest and best film in the world.
Oh my god.
Tribute.
Is it time?
Ciao, guys.
It's time. Bye, everyone.